at the MCA cricket grounds for the second game of the day between BBK Partnerships and Maliban Biscuits in this 10th MCA Super Premier League T20 tournament.
Heads is the call. It's a tails.
Yeah, it's tails.
VS Kantia won the toss. What are you going to do first in the surface?
We are going to bowl first.
So the BBK side, the 11 for today, Viskant, Ananthan, Edward, Nathan, Krishna. So the Maliban Biscuits team for today, Sangeet Kure, the skipper, Dhananjay Lakshan, Dushan Hemant, Dushan Vimukti. So first ball coming up of game number 2. Foolish delivery, nicely driven along the ground. First ball 4. That's a juicy half volley, a freebie for the batter. Again, trying to come down the track, and it's in the gap. Bit of good fielding, but all in vain. Scuffed up. Foolish delivery, hammered through the gap. Brilliant shot. Sangeet Kure. Shot. Brilliant shot. Look at that return from Vishen Halabage. The power play. Short and wide. What a catch.
A brilliant one. He really plucked that out of the hair. Rightly mentioned, Rajiv. He was really flying without wings. Look at that. Stand and deliver from Vishen Halabage. Just took off.
With 5 balls to spare. Shot and pulled straight to the man. Well, this is not good signs for Maliban Biscuits. They're losing wickets. It's a nice shot. That's an innovative shot. Oh, going for a big shot. There you go. He's out. Well, Iran, you're cursing too much. Krishna Sriram Sridharan balls. Obviously played. That's another brilliant catch. This is not good signs. Played up Ashley, ball is not coming on to the bat. What a brilliant effort. Played up Ashley. That's out of here. To get rid of Sahan Arachi. Struck nicely. Too late for it. Goes downtown over the bowler's head. That's out of here.
Goes for a cross-batted shot. There you go. That's given. That was plumbed. Well, VS Khan, he didn't want to even turn back and ask the umpire whether it was out because it was that dead straight. Dushan, he did play a similar shot the last over as well, but he managed to get an inside edge which ran down to the boundary, but this time around, he fails to make contact. Goes for a big one. That's up in the air. Should be another one. Yes, it is. And again, gets Sangeet Kure back on strike. Goes for a sweep. Catches the call. Oh, just over that fielder. See the spinners off. Balls it. Easy catch. Straight down the throat. Rajiv, you're talking about this. You need to see off the spinners. But Ranesh, he was living out there dangerously and finally pays the price for trying to go after the spinners. That's the 7th one down.
Well, very good setup by the keeper, Tikwala, and the skipper. He was right at the edge of the circle, the extra cover fielder. He pushed the previous delivery towards the 30-yard.
Drives Sangeet Kure. He moves on to 50. What a knock by this young man. He started off with a fiery spell, some thrashing boundaries, but now realizing that he needs to settle down and support his team, he needs to be the anchor. Shot just looped up in there. Probably should be an easy catch. Easy catch. This is poor batting, Rajiva.
Yeah, trying to work it towards the onside. Top edge. 8th wicket falling. And Maliban Biscuits, they are struggling. 8 down for 97 runs. The top edge to get rid of Dushan Hemantha. And like I mentioned, Iran, they need to see the spinners off and go against the fast bowlers. But they are trying to go after the spinners. This is what will happen, especially on the surface. A very short stay.
Up over extra cover. Couple of bouncers. Valiant effort goes in vain. That was asking for trouble. Full outside the off stump. This time placed. There is protection. Probably looking for a second run. Very close. That's suicidal. Sangit Kure. That was the last delivery of the over. And I really have no idea why he was trying for a second run. He should have surely settled down for one run.
There was no second run at all. In fact, it's a very good throw. But look at this. That is poor bit of running. In fact, that's suicidal. That liberty to go over extra cover. Like this time, not gets a connect and gets the man. A low full toss. And Santosh Gunatilaka gets his first wicket and the last wicket also for the Maliban Biscuits innings. And they have done a tremendous job to get rid of all batters inside the 20th over. Look at that shot. Not the full face. Bottom of the bat. And Milan Ratnayaka, the last man to get out for just 5 runs. And they have definitely struggled. And the batting card for Maliban Biscuits, Sangit Kure, top of the list, 62 runs. Bulk of the scoring has been done by him. But apart from then, and Dushan Vimukti and Ranish Silva only getting into double figures. All the batters going for big shots and falling off shortly. And the bowling card, Krishna Sriram Shyam Sundaram. 4 overs, 19 runs, 3 wickets. And Viaskant picking up 2 wickets for 19 runs as well. And Tony Gregg picking up 2.
Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports.
Right then, here's the first ball of the run chase. Good start. Nicely handled by the young batter. That's it, bullseye. Straight on with the arm. What a delivery. What a wicket. Sahanarachiye, he gets the big fish. Niroshan Dikwala, a very, very short stay. Trying to play across the line and pace the prize. He hardly knew what had happened behind him. Well, Niroshan Dikwala, being the wicket keeper, he was behind the stumps for 19.4 overs, and he should understand the fact that that's not the ideal shot. That is flashing blade that'll run down to the boundary. Welcome runs. This time goes up and over extra cover.
On the leg side. Played up Ishley. Gone. This is very good bowling and a very good change from the skipper, Sangit Kure, bringing in his key bowler inside the power play. And there you go. Another crucial wicket. Sharujan Shanmugathan has to walk back.
Well, Sarujan deciding to chance his arm, getting that outside part of the bat.
Rap at the pads. Like I mentioned, he could be very deadly if he bowls stump to stump. And Vishen Halabage strikes.
Well, that's the X factor that you were talking about. Brilliant. For a moment, we did think that if it was the right call, but look at that, the slider hurried on, crashed onto the middle stump, hitting it on the back foot, keeping low. Well. This is a big breakthrough.
They have to maintain the run rate. Upishly played into the gap. Pace on. 4. In-run shot. Coming down the track. Hammered. And that's a big 6. Santosh Gunathilaka taking charge here. Could be very dangerous. It was a short delivery. Poor one from Vishen Halabage. Dragged down. Supporting. Played upishly. Played handsomely. Foolish delivery. Over long off. Big 6.
Couple of steps down the ground. Catch it is the call. And Sahan Narachige takes the catch. Well, that's a big wicket. Santosh Gunathilaka. For a moment, we thought that he might take this game away from the Maliban Biscuits. But one shot too many. He was batting really well. 16 of 21. Well, long levers. Mid-wicket settles down. Oh, yes, that's a brilliant effort. That's a fantastic effort by the two fielders. Down at long on and mid-wicket. Well, for a moment that was going over the boundary. But job well done. You need to figure out who those two players were. Valiant effort. Fantastic catch. All credits.
Look at this effort. Tossed up, going for a big shot towards mid-wicket. In fact, I think it's Sano Darshika at the mid-wicket boundary. Yep. Brilliant. That is brilliant. Look at Sana Rachi backing his fielder, his teammate. That is astonishing, Iran. Tossed up delivery, hammered, like I mentioned. Well, what a catch! Obviously played again. The fielder under it. An easy one again. So wickets keep on falling for BBK partnership. 2 wickets in this over for Sano Darshika. Trying to go for a big heave against towards that mid-wicket area. And paying the price. Top edge. Brilliant catch at mid-wicket. That's Wanuja Sahan. Fielding has been impressive from both sides, isn't it? Brilliant catch. Wrap of the pads. There you go. That finger comes up slowly off the umpire Sanjeeva Fernando. 3 wickets in this very over. That's a big shot. Bold. That's a brilliant delivery. Sano Darshika getting his 4th wicket. And things turning back onto Maliban Biscuits' hands once again with that follow wicket. Bullseye.
Well, disappointing the wrong one. Didn't pick it really. Throwing the kitchen sink. A big whack. Slided on with the arm. There you go, a very slower delivery, but that goes the distance, out of here. That's a big one.
Like I mentioned, couple of sixers.
He will bowl a lot of slower deliveries. And another one.
High up in the air. That's the end of it. That's the game. Again, the back of the hand delivery. A slow delivery again from Dhananjay Lakshan. And he gets his man, the last wicket. And this is a brilliant bowling performance from Maliban Biscuits team. In fact, it's a very good team effort, good fielding, couple of very good catches. And Sano Darshika picking up 4 crucial wickets and defending that 118 runs. That's the batting card for BBK partnership. Top of the list, Sridharan got a good start, got out for 13. Vishen Halberg picking up that crucial wicket at that stage was very pricey. Bowling card right at the bottom, Sanoj Darshika. Magnificent performance. So summary of this game, BBK partnership skipper Viaskanth winning the toss, electing to bowl first, and Maliban Biscuits was struggling to get among the runs.